Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Not Castlevania. I'm the Mysterious JG. I dropped my mouse, which I'm gonna need to stop the video. So, let's see if I can't find it while you anticipate the excitement that will be this video. This video is going to be meeting a few new townspeople. It is a very small town. I do not believe there are enough males and females of the proper age to reestablish this town. We're going to need some immigrants. So, you know, nobody tell, blank on his name. There's one Fox News guy in particular, that was his whole deal. The older ones who used to be on CNN, not Tucker Carlson, who also used to be on CNN. But yeah, okay, so let me amend my inadvisedly political joke. Don't tell Fox News, but this town will need immigrants. There are not enough people left to repopulate it once we get rid of the demons. But those handful of people that are here will be meeting in this video. We'll also be grabbing 10 G at a time. Well, hello.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Yet another Mr. Karate with a Cockney accent.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included.
Oh, I can imagine the horror that having a husband must have been for you.
Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay.
Lindsay
What's
Lohan.
yours?
Miriam.
Although, if JG had chosen a different name, the text would not read Miriam.
I presume her voice acting would always, like, she would be Miriam, but...
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
I'll give you, like, you know, halite and copper.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
So we can get... Her husband was killed by 5 Morts, and Julius was killed by Iga, who I do not believe we're able to do anything about that right now.
Help Julius the Chandler rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Oh, I shouldn't have
Have you
accepted...
learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up
I shouldn't
on
have accepted
monsters.
more than one mission at a time, because now we don't get to see... help my husband. So I need to do one at a time if I want every last bit of savory Lindsay dialogue.
I'm glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
Using my Mr. Karate planting powers.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Harry.
Miriam.
No, Harry. Oh, I get it. Never mind, miss.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow?
Could I plant some seeds in your fertile fields, if you know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Well, I'll have to fight brutal demons in order to get access to the seeds you require, but yeah, otherwise I'm not lifting a finger. Listing fingers is a different matter.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
So, in fact, we have different kinds of seeds that we got from a chest. That chest, it is a kind of unique blue chest. Most of the blue chests in the game will vary their treasures, but there's a blue chest on Gallia Minerva that will always give you one of each of the 3 types of seeds. Unless my memory's playing tricks on me, there's no point later in the game where we get other seeds. You can grow corn, rice, or potatoes. Potatoes. That's pretty much it. And there's a fairly easy place to get more if you ever run out. I don't remember if you get replacement seeds. I mean, that's the way real agriculture works, right? The plants that you're harvesting, you collect seeds to grow later. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I mean, descended from farmers. Don't know a whole hell lot about it myself.
Can you plant this up your ass?
Sure, I'll get to work.
Let me get some lube.
These things take time to grow.
Which is generically what he says until they grow. And How they grow appears to be just elapsed in-game time. Like, I was able to get a harvest of something and plant a new harvest just while fighting back and forth in the early parts of the game for shards. I did not have to advance the story.
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered.
Perhaps the demons are upset that I'm showing off my upper boob.
It's not that she's showing off boob. It's just an outfit that's designed to give you kind of a, tantalizing peek.
But you're not like us. You're strong. I saw you fighting.
I was hiding. I was one of the monsters looking in from the windows.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Not true, but still, I suppose that's what you say in that situation.
Humble, too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Well, the text says Miriam, so I guess Miriam.
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead a proper burial.
Of course.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things.
I'm not a Valkyrie. Apparently I'm vaguely Christian.
Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
So these quests continue to populate. You do a new one, you get another one, so on and so forth. And, you were in the last dungeon of the game collecting some of the things they need for these to get the rewards. I found myself trying really hard to keep up with them, then forgetting about them completely for a long stretch of game, and then finally going back to a FAQ to go back and collect on stuff that I should have been able to do much earlier.
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you. Then let me show you.
Brother, let me show you what's what. So she wants a tunic. And if we can do that, she will give us 5 rice.
Thank you.
So she, less than that lady with the vengeance-related quests, doesn't really... Okay, we have a tunic, so this will be easy. She doesn't really change dialogue much.
Getting by.
Yeah, been better.
Submit tunic. Well, it tells you which item you need, but it still makes you navigate to us. It's not... Like, I could say select a tunic while my icon is on Waystone. It's not hand over the Waystone. Well, okay, let's try that.
Come back when you can.
Did I actually give up my Waystone, though? I don't think so. Yeah, she doesn't take it. It tells you exactly what to submit, so it's not like a memory test. It's just a sort of a pain that you have to go through the icons.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
And you don't find that villager's tunic. Any tunic will do.
This is the keepsake I'm looking for.
Right. I'll see if I can find it.
So next is in memory of Caleb, who wants a ring. Again, any old ring will do.
Thank you.
Dan.
So I don't remember if this makes a difference, but let's... oh, we don't actually have a ring right now. Huh. How is it that I don't have a ring? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's not that I don't have a ring. It's that... No, I don't have a ring. I don't have a regular ring. I can buy those easily enough, and that is what we will be doing. Also, safe rings are higher-end items than rings and are usually created by alchemy performed on a ring, so... But we'll just buy a ring.
Hello, Miriam. I appreciate your patronage.
Yeah, well, don't patronize me.
What are you looking to buy?
What are you looking for?
So we'll buy a ring. And
Is this right?
hope that our reward is better than 600
Thank you.
or 160
I'll be here.
gold. While we're down here, we'll check in with Johan or Johannes,
Are you eating properly?
just to
So,
see if he's got
what'll
new
it be?
dialogue for us.
So, Johannes, you and Dominique are old acquaintances.
Have I got anything to be worried about?
Yes. She's risked much to help us, despite her position in the church.
The missionary position. See, it's a church position. It really is.
For example, she arranged for the galleon that took us here.
To be attacked by monsters. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
And she gave us use of one of her homes. That was where you first woke up.
She owns many homes. The church is good and not corrupt.
Why would she be so kind?
Well, she's a nun. They're kind of supposed to be nice. I know it doesn't always work out that way. You can ask Jake Elwood. You know, if you can find the fictional character played by a dead actor, but...
I don't know, but she seems interested in alchemy.
More GG alarm bells ringing. To me, the shock is if Dominique never turns out to be somehow bad.
She even helped me develop the rite that stopped the crystal from overtaking you.
I mean, it sounds kind of nice, but like...
As far as I'm concerned, she took us in after the guild's destruction when no one else would, and has allowed me to continue in my research.
My research into the thing that created the entire problem.
We owe her a huge debt.
We do.
Without her, there'd be no crystal carriers.
It's good to see you. So, what'll it be? Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter what.
I already did. And I promised him, not you, which is a little bit more important, quite frankly. But hey, I know you're not trying to be a douche.
A douche.
How are you, Miriam?
Getting by.
Submit the ring. The hidden compartment of a ring I fill with a proton secret energy pill. However that goes.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
She seems less angry than the other lady who gives us these quests.
This is the keepsake
Right.
And, Brigandine? I think that's where I left it off, actually. But if we do this, we'll get 3 pizzas. So, you know, huzzah. Alright, let's go kill, Ow. 5, just the most generic enemies in the game, which are the, yeah, and it even gives us a handy counter. I forget what they're called now. Morts or something. Morties. But yeah, actually I won't be able to see the name because when I normally see it, instead tells me that we've killed the right number. Or almost the right number. A number. Giant rat. Now, when we load our game, I'll have like a bunch of crystals for the giant rat attack. Which is probably not the best one to use, but it's kind of fun. It's not so much a giant rat. Because like, some of the enemies give you a power that resembles the projectile they use. Some of the enemies that don't use projectiles, the power is that you basically create a projectile that's shaped like that enemy. Kind of. It says you're summoning them, but they don't hang out that long. But the giant rat is like a fucking giant rat cluster bomb. It's really
This
weird.
is the keepsake
Right.
Oh, that's right. It's not her I need to talk to. It's Murder Lots of Demons lady. These things take time, miss. A whole lot of precious time. It's going to take patience and time. To do it, to do it, to do
Have you
it, to
learned
do
anything?
it, to do it, to
Here's
do
what I've
it.
turned
Right,
up on
child.
monsters.
Oh, that's right. This one, we need to... It's complete, but we haven't got the reward yet. I was confused about the layout.
Work. Here's your reward.
3 times ring. Well, so I should have done that before I did the...
Got any targets for me?
Never mind. If I'd done that first, I would have had what I needed. And I don't know why it makes you select them. There's no reason not to have all these selected. But these are a bunch of enemies that we can't actually reach yet. So the only one we can still do... The only one we can do is target Dullhammer. Did I canceled,
Here's what
didn't I?
I've
Yes,
turned
but
up
that's
on the
good.
monsters.
Because I actually want to do these one at a time.
Help my little sister Rosalie rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
Unless I lose my
Got any
guess. She doesn't
Here's
say
what
anything
I've
unique
turned
for
up
each
on the
one
monsters.
once you've accepted it. She only says it the first time you select it, that there's something
Help
unique.
my cousin Annette rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were one of the murderers.
Have you learned anything?
Here's what I've turned
So
up on the monsters.
I don't know why I'm being a completionist about this.
Avenge my neighbor Lisa. Kill those murderers
Help
dead.
my neighbor Lisa rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
I think going forward, if I accept any of these off screen,
Here's what I've turned up
I'm
on
not
the
going to worry
monsters.
too much about showing it off.
Help Dr. Simon rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
So we've officially hit the point now where I think I'm just going to talk to... Because I could kill the Dullhammers, which I did do off screen, but all she says is, "Good job, here's a reward." She doesn't say anything unique each time.
Hi, Miriam. So,
What up,
will it
Miriam?
be? Oh, Miriam, you often bring up your promise to Jeeble,
Well, I mean, I brought it up like twice.
but only vaguely, never in detail.
Well, yes, that's because it's a sexy promise, and it's not your business.
Really?
Is that so?
Yes. Are you ever going to tell me the whole story?
Perhaps.
Well, back then, the experiments left me feeling stripped of my humanity. The pain from the crystal was a constant reminder. At one point, I lost my will to live entirely.
Not to go dark here, but constant reminders, I kind of get it. Like, it's only 3 days every fortnight. But the infusion pump I have to take home makes this little whirring sound every couple of minutes. Kind of makes it impossible to forget that you're in the middle of chemo. It's like you can kind of block out of your mind this queasiness and achiness and concentrate on a game or whatever. But then every so often there's this little whirring sound. It's just like, oh, that's right. You're in a bad spot. Can't really forget about it. Losing the will to live entirely, that's a little bit more melodramatic. Happens in real life, obviously, but... well, yes, she's a fictional character, but I feel bad if she ever got there, because it's not outside of the realm of ways people will deal with my current situation. Let's put it that way.
Jeeble and I got into a fight over some stupid thing. And I shouted,
Your dick is useless. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have gotten that detailed.
"How long are you going to pretend you're human? We're monsters now."
Ooh, well, that's a rough thing
But
to say.
I'll never forget what he said to me.
He said, "Shut up, bitch," and then he slapped me.
If we ask for the demon's power, then we're monsters.
If we grind for crystal shards, we're monsters, so I'm totally a monster.
But if people force us to take it, then our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do.
So the choice to get more demon power is a choice. I guess that follows.
That freedom of choice is proof we're human.
Freedom is important. You can't force me to get a vaccine.
It cheered me right up. I felt like a person again.
I would become a demon if I took your devil vaccine. Sorry.
I've reached the point where I don't give a fuck about upsetting people with this hobby. I'm going to get like 20 views a video here.
And that was when we promised to stop each other. If we ever lost the ability to choose.
That's when I said, Gable, I choose you.
Sorry. I know it's a long story.
That's not that long, without my constant interruptions. Has he lost the power to choose, or is he just chosen bad?
No. I'm glad I asked about it, and that you were willing to tell me.
The fact that you did tell me, not glad about that. But your willingness to tell me, I'm spinning positive.
Of course.
You're my boyfriend now that he's evil, man.
It's good to see you. What are we transmuting this time? Stop back often.
I think that probably about does it for what I have done off screen that you haven't seen yet. So we're now going, I'm going to save just in case I think of something I need to do differently. I still feel like there should be a way to change difficulty level during the game. You can do, I mean, you can have, like, if there's things you need to unlock by playing on higher difficulty levels, I mean, fair enough, set it so you have to set it at this difficulty level and never set it back down to the difficulty level before this to unlock whatever achievement. I'm cool with that. Feels like if I'm over grinding and it's getting too easy because I just want to have the cool shards, but I don't want my base stats to be going up so fast the enemies are not a challenge. That's the kind of thing where I should be able to change difficulty in midstream, but it's not that big of a deal. What we're going to do then is go to Options, Title Screen. This game has an unfortunately long load time for the title screen. It's not a game that you can soft reset quickly and easily. But we've got a few minutes left in the video. Let's actually load up our powered up. I didn't know exactly what level she was at. It was like 7 or 8, was it? So we'll be at like more than double that level. With a lot more shards and decent amount more money. I forget if you get money from killing enemies or only from drops. Sometimes they drop money. I might have to pay attention to that now. That might be a hidden bonus of grinding that I haven't really been cognizant of. That just going through and killing enemies hoping you'll get shards is gradually increasing your money. I don't think it works that way. I don't think you get money just for killing enemies. So game start. We were, it was what I say, 7 or 8. So we're at level 7 and we'll be loading and being at level 21. So we'll be at 3 times the level we were just at. With about 4 times as much gold. Slightly higher map completion. Not sure what that might be about. But yeah, 2,641 kills. I know that sounds insane. I mean, I was doing that while, like, you're killing monsters really quickly, like 3 or 4 enemies in the same room. But, I mean, I was doing that with, like, the sound down and watching stuff. And it was, I got some enjoyment out of the time I spent grinding. One person I didn't talk to in before loading because I hadn't talked to them at all here.
Hi, Miriam.
Is in another room that we can get to.
Miriam, you often bring up your butt.
Aha. Okay, good. I'm glad we saw this because that confirms to me that we have not advanced in their little, like, character dialogue further than I showed. So we're good. Check in with you. Have you got the same quests? So I completed the Dullahan quest. Those were the big monsters with, like, the big chain, ball and chain weapon that was showing up in the previous area. So killing 3 of them once you've accepted the quest, which is not a huge deal. They were like probably the toughest regular enemy in that area, but killing 3 of them after you've cleared the boss of the area is not a huge thing.
Hello.
Hello, we're the Browns.
Thank you.
But here's someone we didn't talk to.
I'd rather keel over and die than spend another moment in a living hell like this one.
That can be arranged, Mr. Karate.
Oh, don't say that.
Sing it instead.
Never you mind me, young lady. What's your name? I'm Susie.
Susie Q, there's like a 20-minute CCR band, a jam session about me.
Miriam, is there anything I can do to help?
There's almost certainly a pop song about Miriam out there, too, that I'm just not thinking of.
Well, I do enjoy a good meal, but I can't remember the names of the dishes I like.
Is there any way you could travel to Thunderbird's Cafe in Tokyo?
Probably the strangest restaurant I've ever eaten at.
And get me some of their stuff?
I'll help you figure it out. I promise.
So she wants a portable snack, so it's perfect when you feel peckish. And you get a thorn whip, which actually would be nice. The issue with her is that she doesn't just flat out tell you what she wants. So in the age of, online facts, that's not a big thing. But if you're trying to play this old school, like, what would I know if I was playing at home? And there's no Nintendo Power article about this game.
So, what'll it be?
Then you're kind of stuck. So, prepare. Rice ball. What would be... dark matter. An ominous black mass that is probably edible. But you first. Rice ball? It's probably rice ball, because that's... Halite, I think, is salt. Or some kind of fish salt. It's the only thing we can make, so we might as well...
I'll go with this.
We might as well try it and see if she wants it. Oh, hey, we can see her back, and she's actually involved with the cooking.
Great.
Yeah, rice ball kind of fits the description.
Shard research has advanced during the 10 years you slept.
Yeah, that's great. I got this rice ball delivery to make.
How so?
By using alchemy to add new matter to the shards, we can change their properties. They evolve.
Is that so?
For example, an offensive shard's range may widen or reach targets further away.
Ah, so they'll become easier to use.
To put it more simply, yes. But I should make special mention of enchantment shards. They require a large number of materials to transmute, but they function similarly to skill shards. In other words, they work even when you don't have them equipped.
I didn't find that explanation very detailed. But yeah, if you check the facts, you get those passive shards. If you get them up to rank 9, or level 9, whichever it is, the one that involves transmuting as opposed to just grinding for more, they are in constant effect without being equipped, because you can only have one passive shard equipped at a time. But rank is more important for the passive shards once we start getting them. Because once it's fully ranked, it's always in effect, not just when you have it in that slot. It's at half effectiveness, though. But basically, you can pick one passive that you want full effect of, and any other passive that you've managed to rank up, you can have half passive boost. Unfortunately, to really get them all the way up to 9, you need alchemy items that aren't available till very late in the game, so probably more of a New Game Plus thing, honestly. You don't have that much game left by the time you can get all the passive shards ranked up to where they're always having effect.
That is quite an advancement.
That's pretty sweet. I'm into it.
All right. So I loaded my new data, but it's starting to look like we're not actually going to get to the next section of this video.
Did you bring it?
Just bring it, bitch.
I suppose I'll stick...
Okay, so whatever she wants is not...
So they're off...
Oh, I didn't need to talk to you. She said something new that I skipped over. Okay, so I'm thinking that means
Did you...
we don't have the right food. Oh, uni rice ball or rice ball?
That's it.
Okay, somehow I just didn't get to the right part.
How did you know? Oh, I can't wait to try it.
Rice that has had salt poured onto it and formed into a ball. Delicious.
Oh, it's delicious.
Now, real rice balls are good, but it's not just rice and salt. There's actually, it's usually wrapped around some kind of fish or... Sometimes, yeah, I got those ones that have like the sweet bean paste in them and stuff. There's various rice balls.
Save some for me?
In fact,
I feel a little better. Thank you, miss.
We are going to want to go
You're
make
welcome.
another one and eat it for
Don't
the
give
permanent
up.
stat boost.
You're going to get through this.
You won't live long after that because you're old, but, whatever. It might be neat to see that before you die.
So this is now our best Whoppet. And again, the rewards you get for those, if you're doing them at about, roughly the earliest time the ingredients are available to you, you're paying constant close attention, you're going to do very well by these. Now, I had some stuff just because I didn't like what it does to her appearance I wasn't wearing, but in fact, we got a bunch of Dullhammer helms. They're a rare drop from the Dullhammers, but I was killing a lot of them. And there's a Garbo hat that's actually even slightly better. Although, well, maybe not. It gives you... Well, actually, no, it's not better, is it? Because this is also giving you resistance against certain attacks. But yeah, I just don't like what it does to her character model. But not that important. We got scale armor going. Fucking a necklace and a stone mask is actually better. And again, something was dropping those. I don't even remember what. But if I were to take off the Dullahan helm, she would be wearing this goofy looking stone mask. With the Dullahan helm on, it doesn't matter. Scarf. Why did I have her doing that? Whatever, I switched scarves at some point. But yeah, Thorn Whip is now our best Whoppet. Now what do you want?
Is there anything else you'd like to eat?
Ah, demon!
Yes, actually. But hang it all, I can't remember what it's called.
I'll help you figure it out.
Now she wants something irresistible. Round and topped with something gooey and stretchy. I believe she's talking about pizza.
Staying up late tonight?
I don't know. Is that based on the time on my actual PS4
What are we
timer?
transmuting this time?
Because it is after 11. So we're going to make ourselves another rice ball.
I'll go with this.
Because we just actually want to eat it at this point. And then once we've done that,
Great.
we won't really need to make any more unless there's like rice balls that have fancier ingredients.
Come back if things start to go awry.
Or if they off-gang a glee. Now, I thought he got to eat too, but maybe not. We have uni rice balls. which we might as well eat one, because that gives us a permanent increase. We don't want to eat them anymore. It gave us 30 HP and 2 intelligence, which is now our total bonus. Eating them going forward will just give us food, so we probably don't want to do that. It might be more useful to hold on to them in case the old lady requests them, or they might be an ingredient in an even more advanced dish later. This is 10 maximum hit points and 2 condition. No point not to get it. And now you see our total bonus is the combined bonus from Uni Rice Balls and regular Rice Balls.
It's good to see you. What are we transmuting this time?
So now I think she wants pizza, which is pizza dough and cheese. Cheese is being dropped by the giant rats, which is why I've got a lot of it. And there's no better cheese than the cheese you get by murdering giant rats. So we're going to want to buy pizza dough or figure out how to make it. Pizza dough is flour and mocha oil, which we don't have.
Come back anytime.
Either we're not going to be able to do this for a while, or maybe she is selling it. Some things she needs you to find them in-game for the first time, and other things she sells from
something
jump.
new to offer you.
Rice balls.
What are you looking
She
to
probably
buy?
is selling rice balls now, actually. Yeah, we can now buy rice balls because we've made them in-game. No, it does not look like we can get... Unless there's, like, tiers of ingredients, like we can make
Thank you.
the oil
Come
she
back
made from something else. Doesn't really look like we can do pizza right now. It is beyond our technology.
Staying
We do
up
not
late.
have the
So,
technology
what'll it
as of
be?
now. Make that... Oh, pizza dough is flour, which we can buy. Mocha oil, which I did not notice us being able to buy. Sugar and halite. White sauce. Made from beast milk. So yeah, it looks like... No, I keep going to pie. Looks like mocha oil is going to be our limiting factor. Take a quick look to see if she's selling it.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter what.
I promised him that, damn it.
Have anything you would like me to buy back? What are you looking to buy?
So yeah, flour's available. Not cheap, but it's available. The rest of this, not so much. We can also buy more of these seeds if we don't feel like going back to where we can get a few for free. Okay, so we need to keep an eye out. We get poto oil, which wasn't actually called poto oil. That will be a thing we will need to get pizza going.
I finished the harvest. Here's your share.
I guess we got some rice.
Here to plant something.
Might as well get another round of this started. Potatoes are what we eat.
Can you
And apparently
plant
the
this?
thing we have the least of.
Sure.
The fact that we have the most seeds suggests it's the one that we have the least quantity of, because probably the reason we have fewer seeds, since I always get them from that chest that gives you one of each, is because we haven't planted them as
This
much.
is the keepsake I'm looking for.
Right.
So now she wants a brigandine, which she'd already wanted. Oh, she'll give us pizzas. So in fact, we probably just need to go get a brigandine and then use that to acquire pizzas. You're using one quest to accomplish another quest. I love it. Except that if you really focus in on one, you can kind of not notice that another quest is the easiest way to accomplish
Is
it.
there anything else you'd like to eat?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'll-
not going to help. I didn't mean to come back to her. Brigandine, are you selling them?
What are you looking to buy?
You are not.
Thank you.
Unless I'm losing it, I think a brigandine is would be classified as armor and not as a helmet or accessory.
Staying up late tonight. So, what'll it be?
So I don't even see it as something that we can. Get a pirate hat. Beast beret. cowboy hat. Increases the power of firearms. That kind of follows, I suppose. In a video game logic way. Pirate hat would be giving us resistance. Yeah, pirate hat's probably better. It doesn't cost gold, it's just going to cost cotton and writhing limbs. So, let's give us a pirate hat.
I'll go with this.
Yeah.
All done.
Call me Picky.
I mean, am I nuts? And a brigandine is actually a whoppet? If it is, it's not one we can actually buy right now. Not just any gold, it's created by alchemists. Getting gold is kind of a big deal in this game. It sells for a ton of money. You can use it to get other ingredients, like if you find it. There's a whole thing. You get to the fac and you have the whole process. There's a whoppet that's a rare drop from an enemy that's like mid to late game. You can get a bunch of those, disassemble them into gold and something else, and then sell the gold for a lot of money. Or disassemble the gold if you need mercury and dark matter for whatever reason. But yeah, building gold out of mercury and dark matter is just a huge waste of time. There's a different, not immediately apparent way to do it. Thank goodness for facts. Bat wings would be better. Can't find any hemp yet. Also, a cowboy hat and a gunman's scarf could really make your guns pretty more effective. Bat wings is better than what we got. Small webbing, we haven't gotten any other than what he gave us. As like, here's some things to work with to learn how alchemy works.
There.
So we may eventually need to go find, but honestly, it looks like the only thing it's used for at this point would be this scarf, and the game probably just kind of wants you to make this scarf. And crystals, I guess. Just because I haven't shown it on screen, here's how enhanced shards work. As you can see, I've already gotten everything up to rank 4 or 7. And in one case, only rank 1. Because at ranks 1 through 3 are the same recipe. Then rank 4 through 6 will be a different recipe using more advanced ingredients. And rank 7 through 10 will be an even differenter, or 7 through 9. So for some of these, the things you needed were being dropped by the enemies in that first area, so I just leveled them up. And others I couldn't. But honestly, our best overall, like I rank upped Thrashing Tentacle, but I couldn't increase its grade. But probably our best attack right now is rank 7, grade 9 Cerulean Splash. Although I am going to...
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no...
I am going to actually equip, just because it's fun. Yeah, see, now you can see her stupid demon mask because the helmet doesn't cover it up. And I'll decide at some point if that's bothering me enough that I want to get rid of it, even though it's objectively our best item. Quick change. Oh. Change this to Summon Rat just so I can show it off at some point. And then I'm going to save, and when we come back, I'm actually going to advance further and get into the actual castle that the game is about. I hope you'll hang around for that. I hope you will find it enjoyable when and if you do. And be back next time with more of Bloodstained, Ritual of the Moon or Night or Sanity's Requiem. Something scary. See you later.